Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another Goalkeeper Tips episode. And I thought I'd make this one slightly longer because there's been a lot of questions since I asked you guys to re-ask me loads of questions after the last episode. So I thought I'd cover it in a slightly longer episode, and hopefully you guys don't mind that. I don't want to make it too long, but I don't want to make them too short as well. So I'm going to start off with Max Lafford. He said, are you only going to upload goalkeeper videos, or are you going to upload Ultimate Team and Manager Career Mode? Great video, bro, and keep it up. First of all, thank you. I appreciate your support. Am I going to just stick to goalkeeping? Probably yes, because I've tried Ultimate Team before, and I don't really like Manager Career Mode. It's something I've possibly thought of doing, but Ultimate Team, personally, I think is a no at the moment. I like to kind of stick to goalkeeping. Goalkeeping on FIFA is a big passion of mine, and I like to share it with you guys and cover all aspects of it. And I find I don't have enough days to upload videos. There's 7 days a week, and I cover a video every single day. And I never used to do daily, but for the past month and a half now, I've been doing daily, and I just still don't feel there's enough days to cover goalkeeping and all the content that I have for you guys. So hopefully you don't mind too much. So Shako, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right, I do apologise. I concede a lot when it comes to long shots. Any tips on how to save those? Don't use your LB button, first of all. LB is for one-on-ones mainly in my point of view. Use LT to help yourself with manually positioning yourself, and you're not going to be able to do it perfectly straight away. It's going to be something that comes to you after a bit of time, but if you just get used to slightly manually positioning yourself, you'll be able to keep out those long shots quite easily. But some of them are just not meant to be saved, and some of them will just go rocket past you and go top corner. It's just how it is. That's goalkeeping. You can't get every single shot. Gringo says, or Gringo Roja says, how do you get the goalkeeper up the corners trait? Is it useful? I don't know. Talk a little about that. Talk about traits for goalkeepers. Don't use goalkeeper up for corners. I don't see the point of it. I feel personally it's a bit of a waste of a trait. There are so many other traits that you could be using and replace it with that. And I personally don't like to do that. If I do want to go out for a corner, I'll just manually run myself up there. There's no bad thing about that. I don't need to press a button for it to teleport me up, because I just feel like it's a bit of a waste. How do you get it? I'm not too sure. If you go on the accomplishments, it will actually say. I can't remember off the top of my head. I do apologise for that. But like I said, I feel like it's a bit of a waste of a trait, and there's so many different ones that you could use. But I use the long throws and the flat kicks, I believe it's called. I think that's what the two goalkeeper ones are. I use skill dribbling, flare passes, and also something else. I can't remember which one it is. I want to say bicycle kicks, because I like to sometimes go up and see if I can score a bicycle kick. It doesn't happen that often, but I do like the chance. Or acrobatic clearances when I do unlock it, but I haven't actually unlocked it yet. So Brandon, the goalkeeper, asks, Rixy, how are you good at manually positioning, and would you recommend it? Yes, I highly recommend manually positioning yourself. In 1v1s, that's the main time I use LB. When it comes to anything else, I tend to just use LT and just kind of manually position myself. It does take a lot of practice because you don't want to overly run your positioning, like slightly run past the ball and flop on the floor. It does come down to a lot of practice. But I'm more than happy to try and cover it in a video and kind of explain to you guys how to manually position yourself. If you want me to at some point, just let me know. I'm more than happy to give that a go. So AVPL highlights, lookalikes and more says, Rixy, help me. Every time the ball is bouncing to me, my guy has the urge to punch it out. How do I stop this? Stop holding Y, that's the main thing. You hold Y to get to the ball, and then when you're getting close to the ball, just use the stick and point it towards the ball, and your guy won't punch it. Ritza says, is it better to hold your stick or flick your stick? The best thing to do is hold your stick. If you flick it, then you've got a timing issue, but if you hold it, you don't have too much issues at all. Jack Clousey asked, do you actually know which and how many outfield accomplishments you have to get to be 89 rated? I do, but I'm going to wait and cover that in a video when I do get 89 rated myself, and then I can give you guys an accurate amount of accomplishments you actually do need and which ones you do need to get that important 89 rating. Sion Carde says, Rixy, what is the best camera angle for goalkeeper? And the answer for that is, I used basically the standard one, but all the different options are, I just put them up to 20, I think. Like if you've got your camera swing, you've got your camera speed and height and all that, I just put that up to 20. I don't think it makes too much of a difference, but it's just something that I've done for the past couple of FIFAs. Death Drop says, do you press LB at long shots and close range? I use it, like I said, I use LB for 1v1s mainly, but close range and long shots normally comes down to manual positioning. TT9 Boss says, I'm having trouble catching crosses. Any tips? Like I said earlier on about the guy, when the ball comes towards him, if you just hold Y and then just point the stick upwards, you will be able to catch it. But it doesn't really matter. Like if you're not catching it, then just try and punch it. As long as the ball is basically away from your goal, it doesn't really matter too much. Just do anything to get the ball away. But like I said, if you just hold Y when you get underneath it, then just push up, you should be fine to catch it. Ryan Turner with the last question says, how do you stay composed when it goes late in a game? where a goal can change the game? That's a really, really good question. Probably one of my favourite questions I've actually heard on FIFA 16 so far. And it's very important for goalkeepers, especially if you're in a league match or your cup match, or if you're in the VFL. Staying composed as a goalkeeper is one of the most important things. How I stay composed is I just make sure I'm really focused on the game, make sure I don't get distracted by anything on my other monitor or anything else. Play like you're playing throughout the whole game. Make sure you and your team are completely turned on. Make sure you don't turn off, because obviously if you might be winning towards the end of the game, if you turn off because you feel really complacent about how you're winning, then I just feel like you're gonna concede. But that's basically what I do. I just make sure I stay turned on, make sure I stay communicating with my team in the VFL, and yeah, hopefully that's helped you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Remember to ask me lots of questions. There's been lots of them this episode, and it has been a slightly longer episode. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. I think that we're going to really get our training down. We're going to make sure that we really play solid, and we're going to make sure that we practice these small things like set pieces and small bits of play. Like some teams that were playing, like when we played Derby in the last episode, they were playing such good high pressure football, and the United in this game, they were playing